Well, you may be seated. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? You guys blessed? Who's here to celebrate Jesus? Amen. He is the reason that we're all here, and it is definitely good to see all of you in the house of God this morning. And one of the things that we want to do is right off the bat, we want to take the opportunity to welcome any of you, if this happens to be your very first time here with us at Jubilee. And so our ushers are always standing by, faithfully serving in the house of God, but they have information about our church that they would like to place directly into your hands. And so if this is your very first time here at Jubilee, can you just lift your hand so that our ushers can see you this morning? Very first time here at Jubilee. If there's anybody right there in the back, awesome. Can we just put our hands together for our guests over there to my left and your right, ushers? Awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's good to see all of you here. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning at Jubilee. There's also, if you look in the seat directly in front of you, there is a connection card. Take that connection card out if you would, please, and fill it out in its entirety. At the time of the offering, you can just deposit it back in there. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, immediately following this meeting, if you're here visiting with us, if you walk out of those doors, there's an office to your left right before you exit. We would love it if you would stop by, just a little small reception, just to shake your hand and get to know you, learn your names, where you're from, all that good stuff, and we would love just to meet with you as you're on your way out today. Well, again, thank you for that, and we know that God has something special for you. Now, what I want all of you to do is, if we would please go to our bulletins this morning, there are a few things that I want to highlight to you before we go back into worship that we want all of you to be aware of, okay? And the first thing that I would like to highlight is the edge. How many of you guys know what the edge is? If you don't know what the edge is a servanthood ministry for single adults, all right? So if you're single, you're an adult, pretty simple criteria. There is an awesome ministry here. He likes it. And, little Maddox, he likes it. He's all about the edge. He's a little young, but he's still all about it. But, it's just such an awesome ministry that is relatively new that I'm really excited about, and Pam Bowen, and she has such an awesome team around her, and they're just awesome, and they serve the house of God, and since their inception, they've been serving the house, and they just absolutely rock. I'm going to tell you that right now, they do. And so this coming Saturday, October 20th, from 4 to 6 p.m., right here at Jubilee, the Edge is going to be meeting. Again, if you are a part of that, you want to be a part of that, put that on your calendar and be here at Jubilee for that. It's going to be an awesome time of fellowship, getting to know people, and not only that, but they're going to be pouring into you as well, and getting you connected to the house of God so that your gifts and all that good stuff could be activated, and you could just really grow and flourish here within the church. And so put that on your calendar. Second thing I want to direct your attention to in the bulletin is a night to honor Israel. That is taking place October 21st at 6 p.m. That is a Sunday evening. And to give you a little bit of background briefly about what that is, we have an awesome pastor here in the city by the name of Pastor Dan Livingston. He pastors Hearts of Love, and it's a very dear church to us. We're great friends. We have great relationship with them. And a couple of years ago, we actually hosted this event, and this place was packed out with people, and we want to do the same thing. One of the things that I neglected to mention this morning at the early service that we're going to be doing again is that last year we were able to raise, out of the relatively small group of people that was in this auditorium, we were able to raise $23,000 in one offering. Now listen, let me tell you what this offering was for, because Pastor Lynn and I had the opportunity to attend a luncheon that talked about in detail. Basically what that did was that bought a bomb shelter for a daycare in Israel. And since we have given, and all of the other people that were here that night gave and sowed sacrificially into that, there have been multiple uses. They have used that bomb shelter over and over and over again to protect them from rocket attacks in Israel. Our giving night went to young lives, and we give God, amen. It's been awesome, really good. And so really Israel and our soul. It's a very, very cause is strong showing that. And again, 6 p.m. The third we have here, bulletin, man, I want you to pay very close attention to this. The 26th to the we're having our encounter. I'm very excited. Most of the people that are clapping in the room right now are ladies that just attended an encounter a few weeks ago. And so they know the power of the encounter. Some of you guys are a little clueless right now. You're like, what? I don't get it. So let me tell you something right now. It's an awesome weekend where we take the time to get away. It's going to be taking place at Camp Baldwin in Alberta, Alabama, and we're going to be seeking God. It's all about encountering Jesus. That's why we call it an encounter. It's a weekend for salvation, healing, freedom, and deliverance, and I'm so excited because just about every single guy on the list, with the exception of one, they've never gone before, and I'm very, very excited about that. And Jesus is going to show up. He's going to change lives. And so if you've got a husband that's going, just prepare yourself for a changed and transformed guy when he gets back, because every man that takes part of this encounter is going to come back changed and transformed. And so we're really excited. We have a little bit of room left. We're actually pushing our capacity for that. And so guys, if your name is not on that list and you've never gone to an encounter before, I'm just going to tell you right now, your name should be on that list, and you should make whatever preparations to go. I remember taking leave, kind of like emergency, leave, just to go on an encounter, and it changed my life absolutely forever. And so please see me. If you can't find me, see Frank or somebody else, one of our leaders here, they'll tell you all about it, and they'll get you squared away with the information. One more thing that I want to point out to you. And again, it's in your bulletin. It's taking place on the 31st of October, and that is our Jubilee Family Fall Festival. Just to give you an idea of what that is, it's our largest outreach to the community that we do every year. It's where we just open our church doors wide, and parents and kids from all over our community, they come here, and we have candy and we have games. We take up all the chairs in here, and they're going to be jumpers, and kids are going to be out of control and hopefully not breaking too much stuff, but it's going to be good. And we're going to love on people, and we're going to show them Jesus as people from all over our community come here, and we're just going to bless people and love on people. But here's what we need you to do. All right, we need candy. Everybody say candy. Very simple, and we need a bunch of it, all right? We need sugar-filled, unhealthy, I'm going to have to make multiple dentist appointments, that type of deal. We need that much candy. We need you to bring that much candy. And so actually the admission is going to be a bag of candy for every kid, but if you want to go out and buy some extra candy, be our guest, all right? We would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And so Impact 3087, The Edge, and Jude Kids, we're all pulling our resources together this year to make this thing happen, and it's really going to be a blessed time, and we're going to have sign-ups and things like that for different games and ways that you can volunteer. And so please call our church office, give me a call if you want any more information about that. It's going to be a really, really good time. Amen. Are you ready to worship the Lord some more this morning? Come on, would you join me? Stand to your feet again as we worship the Lord this morning. How many know God is faithful? How many of us believe in the faithfulness of God? Amen. He's a faithful God. Come on, I just want you to just close your eyes and shut everything else out. Let's just concentrate on worshiping Him this morning and drawing close to Him in our worship. He's